take a look at that decent drive, opening that beautiful hole for Devonta Freeman that he doesn't take.
Hey guys, what's up? And welcome to a little bit of an Andrew Thomas film review.
So we're going to notice Andrew Thomas right here. These plays are going to be in slow motion. We're just going to do a play-by-play while I'm watching them. So you see Thomas is obviously lined up on the left side. He gets a good get-off, and immediately in the run game, he's pushing some guys. And he realizes, okay, that guy's good. And take a look at that run block. This really gives me confidence that, Andrew Thomas is really good in space, holds him for just long enough, and obviously you don't want that holding there, so you have to let him go a little bit. Really solid play by Thomas. Okay, so this one, it's a little bit confusing for him. He wasn't sure which guy to block. Usually take the inside guy, but in particular, like this guy, and this guy on the outside, it's like, oh, which one? He lets the guy go. A lot of people were debating. He does let that guy go right there. Okay, so gets quick off. I like how he gets off quick. He always gets off quick. Tries to get that inside punch. This one, you got to start burying him. Use your athleticism. So I want you to notice how quickly he gets off the line. He always gets really quick off. Gets on the inside. He sets his feet very quickly because he knows where the play is going. And he's allowed to get that leverage. Just a play that you're not going to see a lot. But he always gets that inside leverage. He always gets off the line very quickly and allows Jones to make a play right here. Okay, so again, gets that inside leverage. He knows where the play is going. Sets outside. He's a really good run blocker. Okay, so now here's the snap. Again, gets that leverage. Makes sure, tries to keep the hand on the other guy, number 80, whatever it is. And he doesn't do amazing on this, but again, he knows where the play is going. And this is the case where the first step could confuse him. He tries to get to the outside real quick, loses that inside, and then tries to bury him. You gotta bury him right there. And that ends up, rushing Daniel Jones a little bit. You have to push him down, use that strength, and just don't be afraid. He's number 90, his DeMarcus Lawrence, but then... Okay, so this other one, just fighting the hands. Punch, punch, punch. Great pass rep here. And then that was just great. He timed his punch really well. Lets Daniel Jones get the ball to Devonta Freeman. Again, pushes, punches, and he knows where the play... Look, he has the key block here. He could have gotten to the outside, but Andrew Thomas makes that key block and just pushes him, just moves him 2 feet, and that's enough for Evan Ingram to get around the edge. Obviously, Evan Ingram uses athleticism. He gets credit for running around the edge, but that other guy could have been in the play if Andrew Thomas wasn't there. And then look at this, finishing him off. So I like Andrew Thomas's physicality. Sometimes I want him to finish a bit more. Daniel Jones doing more reads, I've noticed. He's doing more checks and stuff. I'm not sure whether he's doing that a lot last year. I really noticed, but I feel like he's doing a little bit more in that department. But eventually, he's going to snap the ball, and we're going to see Andrew Thomas quickly get his feet set, trying to react. Take a look at his hand placement. That's something new that I've seen that they're doing. He just sets the edge in that run game, and obviously that's not his fault. He gets the edge. Okay, another pass set here. Keeps his base low. I think a solid base. The point is he needs to have his base solid when he punches. Okay, so here's Andrew Thomas. You see him try to get the inside hand, but he pushes him to the outside. Allows Daniel Jones to step up. I wish he would have been a little bit more quick on his feet and had a little bit more sideways adjustment. Here's Andrew Thomas getting some push. He obviously knows the run play, and it just sets the edge a little bit. Caden Smith, I'm not sure what he was doing on that play. I want to take a look at that again. I noticed this when I was doing the film. Like, Caden Smith just runs up to this guy, and it's just like, he just like dies. I think, oh yeah, that is Jalen Smith. He just dies. See that Andrew Thomas, I believe it's another pass play. I could be wrong. Oh yeah, I am wrong. And again, solid push. He literally moves that guy out of the way. Graded a 78 on PFF in the run game, and this is why. Just solid play after play. This is just going play after play. I could see him on some pull plays as a guard like what Will Hernandez does. I think he'd do a better job than Will Hernandez here. Getting off the line real quick and accidentally pushes Will Hernandez, but still blocks a guy. All right, another pass rep. He's on number 58 this time. Number 58 is trying to win that hand battle, trying to push him out of the way, and he's just holding his own, keeping his base solid, keeping those hands inside. Overall, he does a solid job. This one, number 58 goes to the inside, tries to get that hand up, but Andrew Thomas is winning that hand battle, and he's getting pushed back, but you see that functional strength right there. He's not getting pushed back too much, and you see improvement, I think, in the technique. I believe you have to have good technique. You can't just rely on all the athleticism because, everyone else in the NFL is athletic. This one, mistimes his punch, but still does fairly well against number 97. We'll play that again. We can see that he's going to get around the edge. Punches him, hands on the inside, keeps him back so he doesn't get manipulated, so he doesn't get tossed to the side. Facing against number 97 again, it just initiates contact. Head shouldn't really be that far down, but take a look at this push that he generates. This is a big dude. This is not an amateur, and he really just gets a decent push. Another pass set. The guy tries to get to the inside, pushes him toward Hernandez, and number 97 tries to get to the outside and he pushes him so he can't keep his hands up and potentially block that pass. Ends up being incomplete, but you see the potential in Andrew Thomas here. The more I watch the film, the more I get excited about Andrew Thomas. This is a bad pass route. Take a look at, he is a little bit off step. He gets to the outside a little bit too quick, and he kind of shows his hand, and, if he didn't trip, that would have been a good play on Daniel Jones. Oh, poor Dak. All right, let's get back into the film. We see he waits, and then he punches. When he fails, he usually punches a little bit too quick. This one, what we're going to notice is that and DeMarcus Lawrence tries to punch him. He times it perfectly. And, you have to keep a solid base. He could have gotten injured there. That was almost that could have been really bad. And, he doesn't hold him for too long, but you can't hold these guys because there'll be a penalty. He hasn't taken a lot of penalties. I think he's only had like 1 or 2 penalties this year. This one just mistimes the punch, just misplaces it. He strikes a little bit too high. And I think that should improve. And then number 97 gets inside leverage, and then that's really bad. But he does recover fairly well. Like that's a loss. You're losing there, and he recovered fairly well on that ball. So overall, he's doing fairly solid in this game. You see, he's trying to kick step. Then he notices he's trying to get to the inside. Oversets, he spins a little bit. But, that's that defensive end. Thomas makes him make that mistake because he does recover on the inside really well, and he ends up getting tripped up on the outside. This one, they're trying to double team on number 96, and overall, just getting solid pushing him back. Another just 7-yard gain. Chunk plays are what you need in this NFL. If he gets 7 yards, that's decent. This one, kick slide. See, he's a little bit off balance. See how he gets a little bit off balance, and then the defensive end takes control of him. The main thing is he needs to learn how to time a lot of his punches. People say that, but what do they mean by timing his punches is not necessarily like exactly like the timing when he's like as far as inside, timing them as far as his feet. He needs to coordinate his feet. See how he's up and he's not in really a good leverage position right here. And then he is allowed to get pushed back with that one hand. This one, again, times his punch well. He kind of hopped there, but now he creates a solid base. See his hands, he gets stripped of his hands a little bit too quick there and allows Daniel Jones to get sacked here. This one, he gets bull rushed a decent bit. So take a look at where he is when he gets punched. When number 58 first makes contact onto him. That's not really in a position that you want right there. That's not a great position. He gets that one hand, and that allows him to start generating push. But notice, keeps on finding his hands, puts his hands inside, gets that inside leverage, which was a problem at Georgia. He always put his hands on the outside. Now he's putting his hands on the inside. Again, a sign of improvement. This next one, it's pretty much the same thing, but he just finds a guy to block. And take a look at how he pushes this guy. Again, doesn't hold him for too long and tries not to create a penalty. He'd rather not create a penalty rather than push the guy over, and I understand that, but sometimes that leads to shorter blocks. This one, just decent drive, push. This one, he just gets tossed. And this is obviously not a good look, but it's a learning experience. All these plays are just learning experiences for him. Now see what he does. Take a look at his feet. Not great foot placement. He doesn't really have that solid of a base. He allows the guy to get his hand on him just one-on-one. I obviously don't know a lot about offensive line. Gets hand one-on-one, and then the guy just times it. And he knows it's just, okay, get him out of the way. And it's a little bit silly there, but again, it's a learning mistake. He's going to take a look at that on film and then prove next week. And the talk is right now, I'll just let it play out a little bit. The talk is right now, like, is Andrew Thomas a bust? Should we have taken Chase Young? If we didn't have Andrew Thomas, who would we have had on the offensive line? Because Nate Solder opted out. Who would we have? Nobody. That's the answer. We would have nobody. We have Cam Fleming and Matt Parrott. So I think Andrew Thomas is better than what Matt Parrott and Cam Fleming would have brought to this team. Again, nice push, solid base, hopping a little bit, but he hopped back once. You don't want to see more than one hop, but he hopped back once. Daniel Jones escapes, and Daniel Jones has enough athleticism to hide some of the things Andrew Thomas does. But Chase Young would have been great on the, is he that much of a, I guess, upgrade over Marcus Golden? Maybe so. But we had guys on the roster like Lorenzo Carter. I think Andrew Thomas is the right pick as far as not taking for Chase Young. You try to win games, and the thing is about the Giants, we have to establish a winning culture, and the way to establish a winning culture is winning. Obviously, we didn't do much of that last year. When this key to this Washington Redskins game is that we have to win. Washington football team, I don't care. We have to win this game to establish our culture and to establish like what we are. Again, decent push. These guys are improving. They see improvements day by day. Rome wasn't built in a day, and obviously you want to see a team at the end of the games win. That's what we used to the Giants doing. That's why we're so successful. There are key plays. And every single year, we're just like, we got to make that play. We haven't been doing that this year, but we didn't expect to win a Super Bowl. What were your expectations going into the season? We're going to play decently. We're going to see improvements by certain players on the roster, and that was pretty much the goal. And I think we've seen that. Obviously, we had some unfortunate injuries. I want to see Xavier McKinney start playing. I want to see what we have with these undrafted free agents. And so hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think. As far as Andrew Thomas switching to guard, it could be a possibility. This kid works his ass off. You see just daily improvements with this kid, and he's faced off against a good defensive end, which he will for his entire career. And I fell in love with Andrew Thomas, and I can't quit Andrew Thomas. Thank you guys for watching. We'll leave it on this play. Take a look at that decent drive, opening that beautiful hole for Devonta Freeman that he doesn't take. But I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.